Guys, ammunition for this video has been provided by Browne Works Inc., manufacturer of fine custom handgun grips. If you guys are looking for very unique, very customized handgun grips for your favorite handgun, contact Mark at Browne Works Inc., link in the description below, and create something beautiful for your favorite handgun. And don't forget to tell them Wyoming Gun Project sent you.
What's going on, folks? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're taking a look at the Taurus Model 327 chambered in 327 Federal Magnum. So what is this? This is a 6-shot 327 chambered revolver. Normally in the 38 special version of this, you get about 5 shots. So you do get an extra round, and it is 327 Federal Magnum. So it's a cool little gun, man. This is geared towards the concealed carry market. You got a 2-inch barrel. You got a pinned removable front sight. I dig that. It's cool. This one does have the hammer, so it is double and single action. You know, you have your standard style cylinder release that's push forward, much like, you know, the Smith & Wessons. A lot of revolvers have the push forward release. I know Ruger has like the push in or push down, and Colt has the pull back cylinder release. But yeah, there it is. It comes, this is exactly how the factory configuration comes. It comes with your rubber grips, which actually aren't too bad. They are like a boot grip style, but they help mitigate recoil because there's a lot of thick rubber back there for your hand to get on, and it helps conceal a lot. I'm a fan of the boot grip style grip like this. Not much to say about, I mean, it's got a gutter style sighting system. Again, the front sight is replaceable. I think that's cool. You can probably buy aftermarket fiber optic front sights with this, and you know, this one is a little different than some of the other models, other brands and the way they do things. So typically revolvers lock up in 2 places. A lot of Smiths will have a little plunger up here where it locks into the end of the ejector rod. This one's lockup is right here. As you can see, there's a little lockup here and in the back. So almost all revolvers lock up right there in the back. In this case, right there on the crane right there. I saw this interesting video that, so you see how the steel, the barrel is kind of, it looks like it's been milled off. That's because it has. So I saw this interesting video, and you can kind of see a little milling line right there. An interesting video that to be able to import these into the country, these have 3-inch barrels. So they will look like this, but this steel sleeve that's in there will actually come out an extra inch. And when they get to America, they just saw that sucker off. They just mill it right off, and it's good to go, but it has to be that way to import it, apparently. So yeah, man, this is, I want to say, you know, I don't want to give a price. You all know Taurus is very budget friendly with their firearms, and this is just a solid steel little bad boy, man. It's got transfer bar right there. So boom, as you saw that, like when you, so you can see the hammer at, let's just say it was fired. See that it's the firing pin protruding through the frame right there. Cartridge was fired. When you're releasing the trigger, the transfer bar drops out of the way. So let me see when you cock it. Let's see if we can get it to do it. See the transfer bar lift up right there? So this cutout in this hammer, if this hammer were to fall and the transfer bar was not there, it would not be able to engage. You see the firing pin right there? The firing pin. But as you release this, see the transfer bar lift up a little bit? The hammer actually hits the transfer bar. That's what it's called. It transfers the energy to the firing pin to fire the cartridge. So that's how this one's set up. One thing I will give this is Taurus has seemed to gotten rid of their internal lock system, excuse me, which Smith & Wesson still hasn't done. But at the time of filming this video, it looks like they'll probably finally get away from that. So yeah, man, it is just a basic, concealed carry, pocket carry revolver that just works, man. I really wanted the stainless model, but at the time they were kind of tough to get. They only had the black ones in. And of course, after I bought it, like a week later, the stainless one shows up in stock. So that's how my life is. But this one's just fine, man. I have carried it. You see it's been in and out of a holster a little bit. So let's just get a weight and a trigger pull, and then let's get this bad boy out to the range and just see how it shoots. So 22.92 ounces unloaded. Let's see what we can do with this trigger pull gauge. All right, double action first. 13.48. Let's try that again. 14.02 and 12.64. So I would say, yeah, it's probably around, the double action is stiff and it's probably around 13 pounds. So let's try single action. Let's see if I can make sure this is right. 4.76. 5.04. And 3.66. So it is probably right around, after you average all those, about 4.5. Brakes kind of clean. You can see the hammer move back just a little bit. So you got, there's hardly any take up on your double action. And you're pulling through and bang. And then single action, again, you're pulling and the hammer moves back just a little bit before it drops. So it's not like a great target revolver trigger or anything like that, but that's not what it was designed for. I dig these solid little snub nose revolvers from Taurus, man. They offer great value for money. They are really cool to conceal carry. Drop in a pocket, you're just running to the store real quick for some milk or something. They serve that purpose really well. So let's get out to the range and just see how this shoots. Live fire portion of this review, we have our Taurus 327. It is loaded with 100 grain 327 Federal Magnum. We got our customary C-zone steel at about 20 yards. The weather is crap today, as you can see. We are heading into winter. But we're not going to let that stop us. We're just going to fire it up and see if we can hit some stuff. Woof! That is spicy. Where is this hitting? There we go. accuracy portion, we got our 3-inch shoot and see. We have our Taurus 327. We're gonna go back 7 yards and just see how it shoots. Okay. Target is moving pretty good. All right, folks, not bad, not bad. Now that was from single action to try to give me and the revolver the best chance to shoot a good group, and that's not bad, man. So let's go get the final thoughts before this rain hits us. It's coming. All right, folks, final thoughts on the Taurus Model 327 chambered in 327 Federal Magnum. I think it's okay, man. It's a spicy little snub nose. I like the 327 Federal Magnum. As you can see, I started to get rained on. I wasn't able to beat the rain. So we'll have to do the final thoughts in here. And now, of course, it stopped raining as soon as I got in here. But as far as the Taurus goes and a little budget revolver, I dig it. I dig that you can get an extra round in here. Yeah, for the price, you know, I think it was right around $3, somewhere around there. But it is a budget gun, and of course it's not as smooth as like Smiths and Colts and all that other stuff, but I don't think they offer anything in 327 Federal Magnum. And this thing is cool because, again, you can shoot, you know, 327 Federal Magnum, 32 H&R Magnum, 32 long, like 32 short or something like that, 32 ACP. I've shot that out of this gun. That's very anemic, but yeah, man, I think it's a good, budget-friendly, concealable revolver in a spicy little cartridge, man. So thanks for watching. We will see you next time.